Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, Part 17, and we're going to get right into the action. We are on our way to the Glademond Abbey, sorry. We just made our way here, and there's trouble afoot. The Black Shields have apparently raided the Abbey. And if you recall, we were here earlier, and there was a priest that was helping ease the burdens of the bearers, ease the pain as they faded from this life, so we're going to see what happens. My guess is nothing great.
No. Damn it. I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Oh, I forgot something.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
You guys are dorks.
On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
It will take a second longer. There was a patch, and this was a patch that I've been asking for. If we go to system, maybe not system. We go to display, motion blur. Let's turn that all the way down. We got it. Yep, that'll do. I love it. Wow, I just baseball swung him after I popped him up in the air. We crushed those guys. Okay. Based on those points, it doesn't look like that was meant to be a difficult fight. Whatever. Take it.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
So yeah, little thing with a green background and a star. I'm assuming that's some sort of not a morality system, but something that maybe applies to some other leveling. I don't know, words and stuff. Breath of the Wind reduces gouge cooldown time by 3 seconds. Okay.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Just see if anybody dropped anything this time. No. Nope, nope, nope. Just a lot of dead folk.
Found her.
The abbot.
They killed a man of the cloth. Unbelievable.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
So I'm having
We found a survivor.
a tough time figuring out who knows Sid
Clive.
is dead and who doesn't.
He's gone.
Or does everybody know and everybody's just adopted the title? Not adopted the title. Everyone is just using it as a title.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to... I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
So I noticed that they're not necessarily turning into hard stone statues. They're turning into, like, statues that just kind of dissolve into dust. That's a little bit different from Final Fantasy. Usually it's like some, immovable, impenetrable statue that they turn into. Alright, so we gotta wrap up and around. Gotta go all the way back there. I'm ready for sunlight to come back to this part of the world. I wonder if this is like a sign that the blight is starting to set in here. Everything's still green and seems to be growing, but what is this? It's a bounty. Ahriman rank C. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While light is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Alright, I'll play your game.
Spotted us, Torgal? What do I say? Of course it has. There's a floating eyeball.
How long do you follow me for? That's not good. Seems bad. Don't know what's happening. Get out of that circle. I'm not doing much damage to him. Mainly because I'm having a hard time getting close to him.
Too slow.
Okay, there we go. Oh no!
Fire and flame. Nice try.
Yipes. One more. There we go. Okay, we got our stagger. I don't know. How am I getting rid of those balls? I don't really know. Sorry, I'm fighting allergies again a little bit. Boy, that takes a long time to use. Oh, noes. So if he's using lightning, maybe he's strong to lightning.
Nice try.
Uh-oh. Doom. Is that what he's been casting for that part? Okay, I think we're fine. I think I'm keeping track of everything that's happening. We're close. I'm trying so hard to hit him one more time. Thank you. Woof. Notorious Mark's Lane. He was a challenging fight. That wasn't so bad. Pretty good rewards. Magic to Ash and Meteorite. So I wonder. Haha, get it? Because he only has an eye. I wonder if there's going to be somebody that we run into that maybe rewards us for bounties.
That must be the bridge.
It is cool that they're still throwing new stuff at us. I don't know, 17, 18, 19 hours in.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
All right, return to Martha's Rest. I think, could we just fast travel back? Heck yeah. Fast travel has been blocked from time to time, so. Performed the casting?
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. and I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago, of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
All right. Release complete. Oh my god, I gotta find out what that experience thing is. Black blood. Okay. Little extra monies. New quest available nearby. What's this? White-winged wonder. Why is that a plus sign? All kinds of new stuff happening. I can't wrap my head around any of it.
Best off staying where we are. Try not to move.
Oi, you there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing.
Well,
Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos.
You heard me right.
Chocobo.
Wild birds?
Man.
The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
All right.
We get
There's a
20
good
green
lad.
experience.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
The white-winged wonder. Why is it a plus? Is this a side quest that, like, adds a benefit or something? I wonder, is this the side quest that maybe, like, grants us the ability to use chocobos? Maybe that's what the plus sign means.
Whiteheart.
There's, like, a purpose beyond just experience or something. I'm speculating. I'm hypothesizing. I don't even know if you can use chocobos in this game, but... I guess we'll find out.
A white feather.
The bird feather symbolism in this
I
game
thought
is
Ambrosia
strong.
was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
I can't wait to hear whatever this game's chocobo theme is. Went a little high at the end there. I found my range, my peak.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Murdering everybody. See him? See him?
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did
Also
you?
twice your size.
You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
Sure.
Then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I went to the dentist today and they did the fluoride treatment, so my teeth feel gross. Sorry, I literally all of the buttons just escaped my brain. Forgot what I was doing. So if it looked like I was standing there like an idiot, I was absolutely just standing there like an idiot. Alright, you know what? Actually, screw this guy. Harrier Hound. Oh god. There's a big dude right next to me. A huntsman. I don't know if that was worth it or not. That felt like it took a really long time for maybe not a ton of payoff. Yeah, that was it. I don't know.
Well done, Togo.
Yipes. Put it up. I hate myself.
Nice try.
Let's just keep our distance. We've almost got him staggered. There we go. I didn't feel like using another heal. There we go. Not bad. That did feel like a super disjointed fight. I kicked it off with like pushing the wrong buttons and they did add too, if you're curious, not only did they remove motion blur, they also gave you a new control scheme. So if you really like dodging with circle, which I did, but now I don't think I could switch for this game, you can use that instead of L1.
You're
R1.
safe now.
R1. So that's good.
I presume.
Accessibility, baby. Slowly ramping it up.
Do you know her, boy? Let's go.
Oh, hey! It's our chocobo!
Ambrosia.
Oh, that's it. Ambrosia. That's right. He said that earlier, and I was like, I wasn't following.
It is you. You survived.
The green plus sign
Yourself a flock.
definitely sounds like maybe it adds
Oi!
something.
Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
All right, looks like we do get a chocobo. Chocobo.
To come with me.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
He's gonna give me a saddle. Wait for it. That's right. Awesome. Well, this might remedy my complaint about him not sprinting when I want him to. Got a sick eye patch and everything.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
He's blind, not deaf. Stop yelling at him.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
You can't.
Must have been my double.
Must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind.
That scar couldn't be the removal of a brand.
Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
The white-winged Wanda. Ambrosia's tack, a bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Displayed in Chive's chambers. Okay. So that gets added to the stone with the swords in it. Chocobo unlocked. It's fantastic. How does one chocobo? After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. It has been 18 years, hasn't it? Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia and X to mount the chocobo. You want me to hold R3 and push X? Oh, there we go. Okay. Just for a second. Trophy. All right. Okay, so we can gallop, rein in. Okay, so that stops. This is our top speed. Just kidding. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's quicker. All right, we got the chocobo, but we don't really need to be here. So we're gonna fast travel back to the hideaway. I think there's no reason for us to stick around this area. So we'll have more fun with the chocobo later. I wonder if we can like pick items up and search from the back of the chocobo. We'll see. New stuff at the reading table. And just because I want to get rid of those yellow. Those are yellow. Those yellow circles, I'm gonna try to stay on top of everything, just like we were doing at the other hideaway.
Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today?
I don't know if I
Here's
trust
the
that
latest
tone.
information I have.
So what is new? Is this new? Attendant to Joshua. Okay. I was curious about who that was. Medicine girl. Don't remember her. Okay.
Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Okay. Our spot that we want to go is right there, so we're going to go back into our solar. Actually, let's sell.
Is it business?
Sell some things we don't need. Gilbug and Black Blood.
Finished, are you? Think it's all right to touch him?
We'll check out that letter. We'll take a look at our chocobo saddle. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. This is your first letter, and it's fine. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Was she not with me when this all went down? I guess maybe not. I don't know. I mean, she met me when she popped up behind me when we dumped the ashes, but there's Ambrosia's tack. All right. We'll bring the mood of the bar down by playing Sorrow's Faded Form. Gav!
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
You look like my chocobo.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
Ooh.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mothercrystals.
Okay. Not much strategy involved there, just go, go, go.
4 Mothercrystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
Come on, Gav.
There is one
Get your head in the
place,
game.
however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Is it Waloed?
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
We met
Lord
Byron?
Rossfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Drake's Breath was... Where? Was that Waloed? Oh, this guy's back. Okay. Okay. All right, Moogle. Let's see what you... Oh! Oh, he's the one doing the bounties. Otto's counters now open. Following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports the Patron's Whisper and the Hunt Board. New stuff.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I will say this is so much better with the motion blur. Actually, so much so that I want to. What's that? Hawk's Cry Cliff. Okay, we'll go there in a second. Now that motion blur is no longer a thing, I want to switch over to graphics. See what it looks like. Yeah, you know what? I could probably do this. I could probably mess around with this. Let's go this way. Nothing else going on up here. Oh, side quest. Weigh the balls up there. Cripes. Where am I? How do I get out of here? I'm getting all twisted around. Wasn't the where's the blacksmith? He's right here. Wow. We'll grab this side quest, then we'll check out the other things by Otto's.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Wrong pipe.
It's just,
Wrong pipe.
As you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Sure.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Is she like buried there? The fruits of her labors. Assuming this is a drop off here, right? Yep. We'll go do that. That's perfect. Yeah, for some reason this game, especially now that motion blur is gone, this game feels smoother. This is the wrong way. This game feels smoother than any other game that I've played with graphics as this setting. You know, using graphics as the main driver versus performance. Oh, sweet! It's even right next to where I'm going.
I hear there's trouble in Rosetta. That room's as ragged as ghosts.
Hello.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Game of Thrones.
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
I don't like the interchanging of his name. I wish they would either just all call him Sid or all call him Clive.
Them old apples were enough to curdle.
I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it's just, I don't know. Even if it's supposed to be a title.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the deadlands.
Martell apples in this world are like honey crisps here.
Didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass
I really have to go back?
regards.
All right, we will go back, but first let's figure out what's going on with this extra stuff. See, this is the icon. Okay, Desiree, what do we got going on?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
I will get some more if I go hand in that side quest, though.
Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
We'll learn more, but let's ask about Desiree.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind. I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think Jara would be proud of me, too. Were he with us today? Then we'll ask about the last 5 years.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others. And if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara, in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us even though they're gone. All right.
Your
Patron's Whisper.
benefactors are a generous lot.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Okay. Ooh. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Heartstruck dowager. All kinds of stuff, including 400 ability points. Shoot. This will give me a meteorite. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. I'm going to take this tea house one.
You earned this.
And then once I go hand in that other quest, I'll have enough to get... Oh, okay, so it's not like a currency. We can use whatever we get. Okay. All right. We'll take that as well.
Yours.
Got it. Okay. Love that. I love that.
All done?
Fantastic. All in, friends. All in.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Okay, we'll ask about God again.
Oh, same old.
In it. Otto's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole nother headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest. If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. And ask about the last 5 years. So much has happened since that night. Feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel. They're still with us in our hearts. When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
Still with us too.
With us, and in you. You took his name, and gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid.
Anything catch your eye?
No. It doesn't seem to be as busy as you, led me to believe. Alright, Moogle.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this,
The hunt
Kupo.
board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all the Mughals. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of blah, 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 blah. So I need you to slay them all, Kupo. Speed reading 101.
Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Curse-breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you. It's Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, blah, 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 blah. Ask about hunts. Did you see that the Curse-breakers give every billet a rank of riskiness? From this thing could kill you with a single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch that thing's skin. Well, those seem both to be on the stronger end of the spectrum. But I'm sure you'll be fine, Kupo. Well, not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. Ask about the hunt board? It's precisely what you see before you, Kupo. The Curse-breakers note down the detail of any particular dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties. Those bullets here, stool stub, okay. Big red cross over each and every one you cut down. Okay. And ask about Nectar's adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been. Look at these wings. Do they look like the sort that might carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid. Kupo. Good enough. Why did this not check off? Curse-breakers don't just hack up any old rumors to this board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail. Don't you go letting all their hard work go to waste. Don't you let them down. Did you see that all the billets are marked with a location? That's where the horrible horror in question was seen. But you can't be expected to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human. So if the place name doesn't tingle your pom-pom, Kupo, try reading the witness's statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at this hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes, such as Clive or Sid, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. We did this one. Clearview Senbrek, the Angel of Death. Trader coming by the way of Cair Norvent met with a troop of Curse-breakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Curse-breakers saw nothing untoward on their journey through the pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured they kept up a brisk pace. Okay. And Belphegor. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size, making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers of the nearby village. So CCB. All right. Do those get logged in my journal anywhere? That'd be pretty neat. It doesn't look like they do. That's kind of a bummer. Just satisfy this, get rid of this yellow dot.
How may I assist you today?
Allow me to educate you.
Here's the latest information I have. Thus ends today's lesson.
It was a short one. Okay, let's go back. Finish up this side quest. We need 85 to get our next reward. And we won't. I think this one's worth 20, so or maybe it's 10. We'll have 65 or 75 when we're done with this one.
I think it's alright to touch him.
Then on the way back, we'll just check with the blacksmith, see if there's anything else that we can upgrade. No, we won't. There isn't anything else we can upgrade. Those upgrades show up with the yellow circle. The good news is we won't have to run back up here again either. I think we'll just be able to fast travel where we need to go. I forgot I'm the one who put the depressing music on, too.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks.
Not bad.
And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Good man.
They like your fruit, Martel.
God,
Isn't that wonderful? I'd say
All right.
it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
About half a conversation with that guy from just putting him in the loony bin. 65 is what it takes us up to. So yeah, we need 20 more for our next update. Displayed in Clyde's chambers. Oh, okay. It's a curiosity. All right, that should be everything at the hideaway. Oh, okay, no, we don't need to go back for that. Okay, Hawk's Cry Cliff. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
So we're still just comrades, right? We haven't crossed that line yet, have we?
Where do you
Bloodlines.
think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry.
Right.
There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
And that's what we'll do next time. Thank you guys for hanging out for part 17 of Final Fantasy XVI. We'll be back before long. Pushing toward, I think they said the village of Amber and eventually to Ironholm? That must be this place? This place. Martha's Rest. Yeah, I guess maybe around this way is where we're going? I don't know. But thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.